Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Steve Cooper, food app critic for TokeMag.com. This week we have a new app from a developer who won the best food education app. The developer created Ask the Butcher, and now they have created Ask the Cheesemonger. So let's get into this app. So it is in partnership with Macintosh and Bowman, which is an Australian company that specializes in cheese education, and that's what you get with this app. You get a lot of cheese education. In total, there are over 320 cheeses in here, and it's really broken down into 4 main sections. The first one is a glossary of where you can search for your cheeses. You can sort by category, continent, a general search. I should mention that you can download this app for free, but you only get a limited amount of functionality. So if you want to get access to this entire app, it's 99 cents, which is a discounted price from what it launched at, which was $2.99. So right now, if you're getting this app, downloading it anytime soon, it's right now 99 cents. I'll click in here and you'll see that it has Cheese Aficionado, and you can also view by glossary or by category. And the category is a fun way to search for your cheeses, because you can look at the origin, the country of origin, the milk type, the cheese type, and so on. So there's a few different ways that you can actually find your cheese on here. This all works really well. It's got a traditional search too. If you know what you're looking for and you want a little more information on it, you can type it in and find it that way as well. It works really great. The app itself too is also really well designed. You can tell they know what they're doing. The typography is sharp. The design is sharp. The layout looks great. Each cheese has a very nice image that accompanies the description. So I will say that part, this developer knows what they're doing, and they have put together a really nice app. The other main sections of this app is they call it a wine matcher, but really it's much more than that. This will match wine, beer, spirit. So you can go in here and select what type of drink you want, red wine, white wine, beer, or spirit, and then it will give you all the cheeses that go well with those types of drinks. When you start from the drink, this app really kind of fails, because it gives you, so for example, if you select red wine, it will give you every single cheese that would go well with any red wine. It doesn't distinguish what type of red wine you're talking about. So that it does not work very well for you. However, if you go and you start with the cheese first, and so you go in here and you select the cheese, you can again search for it or drag down and find which one you're looking for. It will then give you a nice little card, 3 cards actually, with some more distinguishable information about it. So if it tells you beer, it'll tell you, a Pilsner with a, floral accent to it, or whatever the case may be. It'll be much more specific. So that way, when you're out trying to actually match the two, you'll know what you're trying to get. The third part of this app is, and I'm just clicking back here, which I'll get to that in a second, is the Cheese Challenge. And the Cheese Challenge is really just a 10-question quiz. Unfortunately, that's all it is, because you take it once, you take it twice, you take it 10 times. It's the same 10 questions. So hopefully after the second or third time, you figured out how to ace that thing. Is it good the first time around? Yeah, it's interesting. The second or third or fourth time, not so much. So I just hope that they add questions to that part of the app in the future. But for now, test yourself, see how smart you are when it comes to your cheeses, and then move on to the rest of this app. The last part that I want to talk about is there's an Ask the Cheesemonger section, which is really a giant Q&A The questions are constantly updated as, and I say constantly, I don't know the frequency, but you can, as an app user, submit a question to Macintosh and Bowman, the partner of this app, and they will respond and update the app with the new questions. As of doing this review, there were 49 questions on here, and they run the gamut, and I found them pretty interesting. So you can, there was a question, what is a croque monsieur? Another person asks, can you eat cheese if you're pregnant? So, there's some really interesting questions in here that are sharply answered. That's the other thing I want to point out. This app has got some good writing in it. All the information is well constructed, easy to follow, easy to understand. As an education app, I really do think this thing is very useful. The one other knock, I mentioned that the quiz isn't very good, and I also mentioned that trying to match from the drink first doesn't work very well. The only other thing that I could really even find wrong with this app was the lack of a global navigation, or at least a way to get back to the front screen where I can go through my 4 main options here. So as you click in, as I click the wine matcher here, and I select the cheese, and then I scroll down, I want to go by cheese, and then I select the cheese itself, and then I flip back through a couple of the drink options. I then have to click back 3, 4, 5 times to get back to the home page. That's a little clunky and completely unnecessary, considering you could add a very simple small little button at the top that just jumps you back to the home page, or maybe a crumb trail that shows you how you've gotten yourself to that 5-level deep spot within the app. So that was a lot of information I just spit out in a couple minutes, so I hope that was helpful. I do highly recommend this app, particularly if you love cheese like I do and you're constantly looking for new and interesting cheeses. You want to pair it with something that you're drinking. Check out this app. Download this app. It's definitely, without question, worth the 99 cents. So go ahead and do that. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. And before I go, I should let you know what I give this thing as a rating. I gave this app a 4 out of 5. Which, as you know, I'm a pretty tough grader, so that should be an indicator of how highly I think of this app, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So check it out. Let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and find more food app reviews on tokemag.com. Thanks.